Today we are making matcha tiramisu. So let's get started. Okay, so first we're going to bake matcha biscuit sponge, all-purpose flour, and matcha powder. Today I'm going to add half teaspoon. Mix. Okay, set aside. And now let's separate eggs. So I'm going to use this yolks later, so set it aside. And sugar. Once it gets stiff and fluffy like this, add yolks and mix very roughly. Add all the flour and quickly mix. After the meringue is done, try to move as quick as possible so that you can bake it while the condition is really good. And when you make finger biscuits, do not overmix after adding flours. When you overmix, the batter gets more liquidy and cannot hold the shape so well when you pipe. You can stop right away when you don't see any more flours. Before you bake, dust powdered sugar on top a couple times, like this. And bake until it gets golden brown on the surface. Done! Okay, so next we are going to make matcha liquids for the sponge, the biscuit sponge. Okay, add matcha powder and add a little bit of milk first and mix. Now add the rest of milk. So I got this online. This is a ogran sweetened red beans. So this beans is often used for traditional Japanese desserts such as like anko-mochi, dorayaki, taiyaki, and so on. It says here like shaved ice, pancake, ice cream. And the matcha and the azuki beans is such a great combination together. So by adding these beans, you can definitely enjoy the flavor of more like Japanese traditional dessert. But if you can't find it, you can definitely skip this and make this tiramisu without it. I'm just gonna crumble with hands. This is pretty thick. Trying to be careful so that I'm not gonna smush this sponge. Okay, and set this aside. And next we're gonna make the cream. Add a pinch of salt, like a big pinch.
So thickness of mascarpone varies widely depending on the blend. Some of them are loose, but when it is very thick like this one, I recommend you to leave it in room temperature or warm it up with a microwave just a tiny bit to make it softer. That way it's going to be easier for you to mix with soft whipped cream later on, and you can make more smooth, beautiful cream.
Add heavy cream and sugar.
Whip until it reaches to soft peak like this, or if you want softer cream, you can whip less. Adjust as you like. Add half of whipped cream and fold in until they are blended nicely. And add the rest of whipped cream and fold again until they are blended evenly. To make tiramisu cream, I usually add whipped yolks to make it more rich and softer, but this time I decided to make it without it as an easier option.
And spread evenly. Okay, add all the rest. And spread again. Let's make a pattern on the surface. Okay, let's chill in the fridge. And dust matcha powder.
I recommend you to dust the matcha powder right before you eat, since it can soak up the moisture from cream so quickly, just like cocoa powder. Wipe the edges, and it's done. You can eat this tiramisu right after it's made, or you can enjoy the next day. The cream gets a little bit more thicker overnight. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.